What's up, everybody? Welcome to Worship Matters. I'm Jonathan, and today we've been going through the top 10 worship songs for 2021, according to Christianity Today. Let's go. I'll show you. So apparently, these are the top 50. I'm just gonna do the top 10 for now. Although if you go look at this site and you see one you want me to do, let me know. I'll listen to it. Or if you have any other songs you want me to listen to, I just let me know in the comments and I'll listen to it. All right. So first one we did is number 10, 10,000 Reasons, or Bless the Lord. So you can go see that video. But this is Amazing Grace by Phil Wickham. Before we start, reminder of our worship guidelines: directional, musically repeatable, theologically sound, the Bob test, artistic license, congregational versus personal. Now, if none of that makes any sense to you, I did a video explaining my worship guidelines and how I judge worship songs, or really any Christian song. So I'll link that in the description. You can go check that out. But let's do it. All right. This is Amazing Grace by Phil Wickham. Now, again, I have heard this song. I love this song. If it's the one I remember. So, I am already pre-biased, but I'm gonna try to give you my my thoughts as unbiasedly as possible. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna skip to the song to save on copyright.
Power of sin and darkness, whose love is mighty and so much stronger. The King of glory, the King above all kings, who shakes the whole earth with holy thunder. Above all kings.
Alright, that's verse 1. Okay. Who breaks the power of sin and darkness? Good question. Whose love is mighty and so much stronger? Well, the King of glory, the King above all kings. So, he asks a question, he answers the question. I think that's a fun way to sing. Who shakes the whole earth with holy thunder? I think that's what that is. With holy thunder, yes. Ha! I remember the song. And leaves us breathless in awe and wonder. Who is that? Well, that's the King of glory, the King above all kings. Alright, so let's look at the questions. I know this is like fancy and stuff, but it really makes it hard to like review. So let's do this real quick. Sing Grace. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted lyrics. Just to tell you how much easier it is to find like chords and lyrics. All right, who breaks the power of sin and darkness? Whose love is mighty and so much stronger? So he's actually saying like God's glory, God himself, Jesus, he's the one that breaks the power of sin and darkness. He's the one whose love is mighty and strong. He's the one that has the power to shake the whole earth with his holy thunder and leave us. I don't know necessarily what that means, but I'll give it artistic license. And leaves us breathless in awe and wonder. So it's like this God, this King, this God, Jesus that we worship. He's he invokes all these things in us. So I think that's pretty cool. I like the I like the words there. Sorry, I'm trying to find the chorus. Again, I'm trying to like keep it as short as I can so these don't like all get totally banned from YouTube just because I'm trying to review. Like I feel like I'm using enough of my own commentary to make it worth it. But whatever. Another topic. Moving on.
This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. That you would take my place. That you would bear my cross. You laid down your life.
Just a pause. The drum line in this is really great. I really love the drum in this. If I were a drummer, I would be excited to play this song.
That I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me.
Okay. So, we're going back to this because I can actually read it. This is Amazing Grace. This is Unfailing Love. So, what is that? What is Amazing Grace? What is Unfailing Love? That you, meaning Jesus, would take my place. That you, meaning Jesus, would bear my cross. You, meaning Jesus, laid down your, meaning Jesus, life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Now, when I'm singing this, I never remember this line. Oh, man, you can't even see, can you? Whoop. There you go. There you go. I don't even remember that line right there. So, unfortunately, here's what I'm going to do. There we go. Too far. Okay. So, yeah. Alright. It might be hard to read. I don't know what it looks like on your screen, but there you go. So here we have the gospel that Jesus, it's actually in there, so passes the Bob test. He laid down his life so that I would be set free. Now, I might add, like, the resurrection in there, too, because it's not only that, because if he had just died, it would be, we would still be in trouble, but because he rose from the dead, we actually have proof. So, I don't remember if he talks about the resurrection. Let's keep listening and find out. But otherwise, no problems. Alright, here we go. Verse 2.
Brings our chaos back into order. Who makes the orphan a son and daughter? The King of glory, the King of glory, who rules the nations with truth and justice, shines like the sun in all of its brilliance. The King of glory, the King above all kings.
Alright, so we have the same thing here. Who brings our chaos back into order? Who makes orphans son and daughter? Well, that's the King of glory. The King of... who rules the nations with truth and justice? Who shines like the sun in all its brilliance? Well, that's the King of glory. So here we have God as a recreator. A creator. God is recreating order. He's bringing the chaos of sin and death back into the rightness. So all the world's grieving and aching from sin, the wreck, destruction of sin is being brought back into order. Who makes the orphans sons and daughters? I would even go a step further and say, who makes rebels a son and daughter? Who makes the enemy a son and daughter? That's God. That's what God does. He doesn't just take orphans. He takes the rebels, those who have rebelled against him, and makes them his own children. Alright, so who rules the nations with truth and justice and shines like the sun in all of its brilliance? So God is truthful. He is just. He is good. And we have the sun, artistic, shining like the sun. He's um, brilliant in like in his glory. His glory is brilliant to behold. So that's the King. That's the God that we worship. That is this Jesus that you can actually see because it's on screen this time. Barely. There we go. It's a Jesus. Okay, so we do get to the resurrection there. I'm seeing a little bit ahead. All right, so we have the chorus. I'm not going to listen to it. You all know it. Okay, so this is the bridge.
Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave.
Alright, I think that's all it's actually going to say. So, we have, we'll get up here. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. So we have Jesus, who was the Lamb offering sacrifice, who was slain for our sins. But not only that, he was also the King who conquered the grave and rose again. So defeating death so that we could have hope that we too, that death is not the end, that we too can have life eternal. So here we have not only that, but he's saying worthy. He's giving glory and awe and worship to God, and all of it. So yeah, so this is a great song. Let's hop over to our worship guidelines. Directional. Let me do this. Okay. So directional. Yes. He seems to be more like singing to the people. Like so we have like the call and response, like the question and the answer. So it seems to be more like a teaching. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. So it's not like necessarily like directing to God. It's more like, hey, audience, this person who is the one who answers all these questions is Jesus. But we do, in the end, we give like a worthy, where he's giving praise and glory to God. So I think it's fine. I'm not going to worry about this. I don't mind songs that are calling the audience to do things. The directional that I have a problem with when it's all me-centered. So there are lots of Christian songs that focus so much on how I feel, how I do, that it really neglects the whole purpose of worship, which is that we're directing worship and glory and honor to God. So this song gives glory and honor to God, and even though it's kind of like a call to the audience to worship God. So I think that's fine. Musically repeatable. Again, most Christian songs these days are super simple to play and sing. So it's easy to remember, easy to repeat. Usually ones that don't fall in that are just like, well, anyways. This one's easy. All right, theologically sound. Yeah, I think it's great. He's got the gospel full front and center, and he has like this feel of like a callback to like old Christian worship of the song "Amazing Grace." So we've got a lot of that, and he ends with the resurrection. I love it. I think that's a really great way to end the song. Of course, well, it's a bridge to the chorus, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Bob Tess, yeah, that's fine. He does use you a lot, which could be concerning, but he also uses King, so you can't just like replace it with Bob, because it's actually the King of Glory. Who's the King of Glory? Well, he actually says Jesus. Jesus, that's who it is. All right, so Bob Tess, it's fine. Artistic license. There's a couple where he uses some artistic phrases that don't really like have like theological significance, but they progress the song well, so I let that slide. Not a big deal. Congregational versus personal. For me, this is a congregational song. I don't. My church doesn't sing it. Not because it's a bad song. We just have other songs that we just, as a church, love. But I think this is a great song to sing in church. So there are songs similar to this one that we sing. I'm trying to remember what that one is called. There's one that we really love singing, or, well, I really love singing. It's Behold Our God. Great song. Just excellent song. And it kind of has that call to response at the beginning where it's asking questions. Who has done this? Who can do this? And the answer is us beholding God. Yeah, so similar to that, we do that one instead, which I think is a better song. But I still love this song. I think it's really good. So I recommend it. If your church really likes modern, more contemporary style worship, I think this is a great song to choose. So, like I said, it's not one that my church personally does, but I would never complain about us doing it because I think it's just really well done. Love the drum line in this song. So, those are my thoughts. Nothing crazy special. I think it's worthy of like a top 10 in from Christianity Today, or Christianity, not even Christianity Today, Christianity.com. A different website. Neither of them do I trust. But anywho, let me know what you think. If you got any songs you want to listen, you want me to review, let me know. Leave them in the comments. I'll get around to reviewing them at some point. But I'd love to hear feedback on that. And let me know what you think about this song. Is this one that you enjoy? Is one that your church uses? Let me know in the comments. We'll catch you next time for number 8. Peace.